A lot of people think that it's big companies who can benefit the most of automation. In fact, it is small companies that can benefit the most. Small teams feel friction faster than big companies. That is the key difference. In a large company, inefficiency can hide for years. One slow process is spread across many people. The cost is diluted. The pain is invisible. In a small team, friction is personal. If something is manual, repetitive, or unclear, one person feels it immediately. There is no buffer, no department to absorb the cost. That is why automation works differently in small teams, not because they do more automation, but because every small improvement compounds faster. First effect, automation scales capacity. In a small team, output is limited by human attention. One person can only handle so many tasks: emails, follow-ups, files, updates, reminders. Each task is small. Together, they cap how much work gets done. Automation removes that ceiling. When a system handles routine steps, one person suddenly produces more, not by working harder, by removing work that should never have required thinking in the first place. A single automated workflow can replace multiple manual steps. No extra hires, no added complexity, just fewer interruptions. In big companies, automation often replaces people. In small teams, automation multiplies people. One person plus systems can operate like a much larger team, not in size, but in consistency and throughput. That is a critical distinction. Large companies already have scale. Small teams gain scale the moment they remove repetition. Second effect, less coordination overhead. Big companies spend enormous energy on coordination: meetings, handovers, approvals, status updates. Automation in large teams often adds another layer: more systems, more rules, more dependencies. In small teams, the opposite happens. There are fewer handoffs, fewer roles, fewer approval steps. When you automate a process in a small team, the workflow becomes cleaner, not heavier. Information moves directly from action to result. No waiting, no clarification meetings. That makes automation disproportionately powerful. A single automated step can remove entire conversations, entire chains of follow-ups, entire sources of delay. Big companies struggle to simplify. Small teams simplify by default. That is why the impact feels immediate. Now to the common misconceptions. First, automation is only worth it at scale. This assumes automation pays off only when many people use it. That is backwards. Automation pays off when friction is felt often. Small teams feel friction more often because the same person repeats the same tasks. If you do something daily, automating it matters, even if only one person benefits. Scale does not make automation valuable. Repetition does. Second misconception. Big companies have the real advantage. Big companies have resources. They do not have agility. They need alignment before change. Small teams can change instantly. Automation in big companies is slow and political. Automation in small teams is practical and direct. That speed is the advantage. Small teams do not win by copying big company systems. They win by removing friction faster than big companies can react. Third misconception. We're too small to need systems. Being small does not reduce complexity. It concentrates it. When one person handles everything, systems matter more, not less. Without systems, everything lives in memory. That is fragile. Automation replaces memory with structure. It reduces mental load. It prevents mistakes. Small teams do not need more discipline. They need fewer things to remember. That is what systems provide. The real reason small teams benefit more from automation is simple. Automation removes friction. Small teams feel friction immediately, and when friction disappears, progress accelerates. In big companies, improvement is gradual. In small teams, improvement is visible. One small change affects the whole operation. One system can reshape how work feels day to day. That compounding effect is the advantage, not scale, not budget, not headcount. Speed of relief. That is why automation matters more when you are small.